Hello, folks. I'm Lester Rugg, interviewing some participants in our 4th of July program that we have been experiencing through the morning, coupled with the race that we had, the 5-10K race, and also with the children's run. All of this has been coupled together to bring forth the very best in all of us. And nature has played our best role of all, blue sky and a lot of sunshine. And on that note, I'd like to turn this over to a group here that is part of the North Andover High School, and they're forming a committee that is for, well, let me see if I can get this right, the Festival Committee for Planning Events. And on that note, Kayla, can you tell us a little bit initially?
Well, we're a nonprofit organization, and what we do is we work to organize events for North Andover and for a lot of families to come and visit, and from outside towns and all the residents of North Andover to come and enjoy themselves. And a couple of the events we do include the Sheep Shearing Festival, the Tree Lighting Festival, the Santa Parade, and basically we all just work hard and plan the events for all of these.
Yeah, that's very good. Andrea, which one is Andrea here? Yeah, hi, sweetheart. I have to say that your efforts are something needs publicity. Mm-hmm. And on that note, have you any thoughts about what we might be able to do in that regard?
Right now we're just trying to raise awareness because we want this to be something that can be beneficial for a lot of people, and we need more people to know about the program we're trying to do.
Where's Emily? Oh, yeah, Emily, we'll take a moment too as well. Have you had any suggestions as to how that you might be able to accomplish some of these things? Because I would think that you need community support. So what kind of organizations would you be seeking out?
Right, so when we plan our events, for example, we want local businesses to sponsor us so that they can help almost spread the idea of this program to people who go there, because if they see it there, they'll learn about it and might be interested.
May I make a suggestion? Not that it makes any difference one way or the other. The North Andover Merchant Association would be a wonderful group to contact, and you might be able to get some additional support from this direction too as well. I'm going to talk to you next, if I may. What's your name, by the way?
I'm Kyra.
Kyra? Okay.
Kyra.
Oh, Kyra.
Yeah.
Okay. And on that note, all of you girls, you all formed this at the same time? I mean, you all volunteered, or? Yeah. Now, do you do these things after school, or in conjunction with certain studies that you have at the school, or how do you accomplish this?
Usually, her mom kind of runs the group, and she always contacts me with events coming up and how I can help them.
Okay.
Stuff. And I just schedule around.
Yeah.
My mom, she's a part of the committee. Mm-hmm. So for people who know me, I can sometimes give them information, they can volunteer, but that's why we wanted to do this, because I don't know too many people. So it'd be helpful to spread awareness about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, I was going to suggest contact Susan with the CAM program, and they possibly can outline a program, a presentation that you can you can work with to present your best concepts to the community. And the community television is a wonderful vehicle to be able to do this. Everybody is nodding, but anyway, I haven't heard from you yet, young lady.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
very easy. How did you become involved with this program?
Emily posted on her Facebook page about it, the event, and she also posted on the school walls the events.
It's amazing where we find our sources of just the things that interest us the most, and it's surprising how often the internet plays a very strong part in this as well.
Yeah.
I have to say, all of you girls, you have your work cut out for you, but it's a commendable effort, and I feel like somewhere or another you're going to be very, very successful with your efforts here. We have in this community a very strong, supportive nature, and what you girls would like to accomplish. I don't see any fellas now. What is the reason for that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's because again, it was as many people as we could find that we knew. That was easier, and it's we don't know too many people.
Okay, well, that's one of the things that I've noticed here at any rate, and that's why I pose the question. You may want to even draw in some fellas, and they may, if they're all welcome, that's what counts. And I want to thank you all for joining us and just conveying something about the concept of what you want to present to the community. And to me, I feel like more power to you, because you've already have a nucleus of people that can move mountains, and you girls are going to be able to move mountains. And on that note, I think we'll close and possibly pick up later on at another time. I may even volunteer to help you with some insight on a program that we offer down at the studio. It's called The Journal, and I may try, if I can, to see if we can draw out some more publicity for you. And thank you so much for joining us. I have a feeling somewhere or another, when you started, you were all a little nervous, right? Yeah. Do you feel a little better now?
Yeah.
This is my most nervous one here. At any rate, it's a joy just to be able to chat with all of you, and I hope it was reciprocal, and that you would like to do this again.
Definitely.
Good.
Thank
Good.
you.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. After all, I bask in your glory. What can I say? Thank you very, very much. And his name is Jeff Coco, and he's head of the committee for the festival. And could you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, well, first I'd like to just clarify that I am the co-chairman of the festival committee. Number one, Joan Healey is my second chair, and she does a fantastic job. We're a volunteer organization. You've had us on before, but we're a volunteer organization that helps put together special events for the town to give back to our community. We try to keep them all cost-free. Obviously, you can spend money on things here, but you don't have to. And it's a nice community event. We have music going on. Right now, there's crafters who are here behind us. Pony rides, a nice little amusement area for the kids to entertain the kids. The beer and wine tent for the adults.
Obviously a popular one, I'm sure.
It is. So we have it covered basically from all aspects to keep your celebration and your holiday as festive as possible.
And also here locally within the community.
Which is that's important to us.
Yeah.
That's important to us. It's nice to be able to go to different events, different communities, but there's something extra nice about having it in your community and having it. Last night we had our opening with the fireworks display, and I was talking to quite a few families who are on the common. There was a large family who was very close to our tent, our festival committee tent, And they were telling me this is the 15th year they've been coming to the Common. It's a family tradition. They all get together. They make all kinds of food. They bring the beanbag toss games and different games down, and they just have a ball, and they sit and watch the fireworks from here. And it's a nice family event, you know, and it's and a lot of people do that. They partake like that. So it's nice when you have something in your own community that you can look forward to. Don't have to travel far. Many of them walk who live around this area. Others get in their cars from other parts of town and come in. And we do have people who come from out of town as well.
I've got to ask a question because my wife asked me, well, you know, what time were the fireworks going to be? And it was 8 o'clock. Well, we waited for 8 o'clock. We waited for 9 o'clock. But 20 after 9, I think we're actually there. I think we should say more than likely, it begins with dusk.
There you go. That's what we say. Actually, typically our fireworks go off about 9:15, so they're about 5 minutes late. Unfortunately, one of the local print media publications had erroneously in 2 or 3 days in a row. They had the time as 8 o'clock. One of the reporters actually interviewed me, had the time correct in the large article, that it was about 9:15 or slightly after dark. And but from subsequently on, every printed article had us having our fireworks at 8, which, as you well know, at this time of the year, it's daylight at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
But not only our community, they had every community listed as 8. So I think it was an arbitrary time they happened to pick, and just went with it.
From our street, which is right adjacent to the middle school.
Yes.
It's so popular. There's, you know, the cars line up on each side of the street there. We've been viewing it for years now, and an added caveat is actually we can look out across the other side, and Lawrence seems to be linked with our...
They do now, because it's my understanding that they shoot their fireworks off at their high school, just beyond the athletic field, which happens to abut North Andover. So you kind of get 2 for the price of 1, so to speak.
Sure do.
Yeah.
How do we fund the fireworks?
Fireworks are funded strictly by donations. Years ago, the town used to fund them, and when the town got into dire straits financially a number of years ago, the festival committee elected to have our article pulled from the town warrant about saying that we no longer were requesting the money. So we did that. And from that point on out, we were dependent on what we, the festival committee, could generate and raise. And our new town manager, since he's been not that he's new, but our latest town manager, stepped up to the plate and actually did a lot of corporate outreach and spoke to a lot of different banks and different entities and said, hey, you know, would you people be willing to step up to the plate to help us out? And that's basically how we've been getting our current funding.
I was going to ask you, because earlier when I was chatting with you before we went live, you were talking about encouraging the high school group.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about this.
A new program that a member of our festival committee, Shanita Oros, a relatively new member, but been very instrumental in helping push us forward and do a lot for us, had suggested that we do a youth-oriented program with the high school, whereas a lot of the high school kids have to have some volunteer experience as part of their resume in order to graduate. And been doing outreach to these kids. They've been coming in and giving us a great deal of help. And if anybody wants to get involved, we love it. And it seems to be a nice thing for them too. That it's not something that's tasking, it's fun, but it gives them the experience of what it means to give back to your community, number one. It also gives them some experience of organization, because even though we try and keep it as light as possible, a lot goes into putting on these events. And they get a taste for that and realize, but it doesn't have to be a chore to do it, even though it's quite involved.
I think if they have a challenge such as this, and it's fun, that's probably the most important part of it.
Exactly.
We had some people in earlier today that were part of that organization, And I think their enthusiasm is going to spill out all over everywhere.
Yeah.
And I hope that it's it will be a great endeavor.
I do hope it grows. It started at sheep shearing. That was the first time we offered the program, and now we're getting more students who are interested in participating. And I appreciate having the venue now to be able to solicit, if you will, the assistance of some of the kids in our town who want to do something.
Yeah, if they have direction and accomplishment, it really gives them a feeling of self-confidence.
It does, and one of the important things that we found, at least from our perspective, is that we all have very busy schedules, those of us who participate in the festival committee. And the last thing we want to do is make it burdensome, make it heavy. We're very informal at our meetings. We're very light. We're not. We're looking for a second before. Make an amendment. Somebody has to second it, et cetera, et cetera. We're very informal with the whole thing because we're doing it for the good of the town, and we want it to be pleasurable for us too. We seldom get to have the same perspective as most of the general public has at the events because we are putting them on.
Right.
So we have a completely different perspective, but it's enjoyable for us because we have camaraderie with our group, number one, and the satisfaction of knowing we're giving back to our community. And from the standpoint, although it gets hectic and there is stress involved, we try and keep it as light as possible and as fun as possible, so we're all having a good time as well. Because who wants to take on a burden where you feel like, why did I do this?
I gather in events such as this that proof of the pudding is just the participation.
It is.
I think what gets me or is the most heartwarming is the number of children that we have that respond, and it's a good healthy outlet, and it's right in our own community. Which
is nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
It is a nice thing. Yeah.
Is there any other comments that you wanted to expand upon?
No, that's basically it. One thing I would like to say, as you said, you mentioned that it's for the children, etc., and it's for the adults as well. And with this being a long weekend, our participation from the community, and expectedly so, would have been down because a lot of families go away.
Right.
But still, if there are families out there who are saying, geez, what can we do? Come on down. Doesn't cost a cent to come down here. You can pack a picnic lunch. You can come down, listen to the music, have fun. We're having a live band coming on stage shortly. So it's a nice community event, and it gives you a sense of home. In this day and age, with what we're all going through and the changes that have taken place, it's nice to know that we have some traditional values left that our forefathers participated in, and without having to alter them to any great degree, where we can get our community together in a social setting, enjoy each other's company, celebrate the birth of our nation, be together, and just have a good time without all the stresses that are associated with so much of the world today. And that's kind of a balancing thing that really gives you a good sense of what's going on and making you feel good. That's one of the pluses. So.
We've been speaking with Jeff Coco. He is the chairman of the
the co-chair.
Co-chairman.
I have to give Joni credit. She's a great asset.
And you've expounded upon the virtues, the things that we all hold dear, and I think the thing of community spirit is a fragile thing, and it needs to be nurtured, and you're helping to find ways of being able to do this, not only at the adult level, but drawing the youth in as well. And I hope that a real success with this new direction that you were expanding upon.
Thank you.
Yeah. And on that note, I think we'll be off and on to other things.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Gayle Henney. I'm the producer and host of the television show Right Now. But today we are here on the Common at the corner of Mass Ave and Osgood Street for the 4th of July festivities. We have food trucks. We have bronking children can ride on. There's all sorts of games. Shortly at 12 o'clock, there will be a bicycle parade, followed by a carriage parade. There's also at 1 o'clock going to be, sponsored by Cedardale, a pie eating contest, one for children and one for adults, with some prizes that include a month's membership. As you can hear behind me, there's a lot of anticipation going on because the kids are all lined up and ready to go for the bike brigade. There will be kids on tricycles, kids on bicycles. I'm looking forward to seeing a unicycle, but I'm not sure there will be any of those. So come on down to the festivities here for the 4th of July 2016, sponsored by the town for everyone. And did I say there were food trucks and pony rides and music? So come on down. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Gayle Henney. I am here on the North Andover CAM for the 4th of July 2016 Adams. There are pony rides, there are vendors, there is a bicycle parade, there's a pie eating contest, there's plenty of sunshine and shade if you like it, and I right now am with a terrific woodworker from Healey. His name is Robert Lemoise, and he's going to speak to us a little bit about his artistry. Good afternoon, Bob.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Bob, tell me, I'm looking around here and I see some beautiful, beautiful bowls and wine stoppers and bird houses, and I'm going to pick up a bowl, and maybe you can tell me how you made it.
Well, first of all, it's made out of hardwood. It has to be hardwood. And then depending on the size of the bowl you want, like I average 12 inches wide, and I put two pieces together, which equivalents to 12 inches wide. Okay. Then I take my protractor, find the middle, and I'll make a circle on the outside.
Okay.
And every other circle after that is a 16th over 3/4, so it allows you when you cut it on the bandsaw. The first cut is at a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
All the other cuts are at 45s.
Okay.
All right. And what I have is might have 3 pieces this side and 3 pieces on this side. And what I do is I glue them together.
Well, I mean, this is incredible. I'm not sure if our viewers can see it. I mean, there's a pattern here with alternating woods. Tell me about the variety of woods that you selected.
Right now it's oak and purple heart.
Purple heart. I haven't heard that.
Yep, that is popular. In fact, a lot of my bowls, I love purple heart. This one has a lot of purple heart.
This is a beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then once you have actually put it together, how do you get this beautiful satin finish that you now have on?
Well,
this?
a lot of sanding.
a lot of sanding.
There's a lot of work in sanding it. And it's a special sand that I use. I mix an oil with a special wax. And I have 9 different courses of sandpaper that I use.
Okay.
And I apply the stuff that I put together.
Right.
And on the sand, and I go, while this is turning, I'll sand this down. And
when you're doing the sanding, Bob, are you doing that mechanically, or are you doing hand sanding it?
By hand, on a machine. It's turning on my lathe while I'm doing this.
Okay.
And I sand it. There's 9 stages of sandpaper I use.
Okay.
Then after I've done that, I take the Scott towel and I put it on here, and I take all that wax, the stuff that I used on it, and then I have a special type of finish that I put on top of that.
What's the finish?
It's Mylands. It's protect food. You can put food in here. You can eat out of it. I mean,
it's just lovely,
yeah.
And I'm so delighted that you can put food or all sorts of things.
Absolutely.
And as we look here on Robert's table, we can see all sorts of different colors of wood. We can see different sizes. And now that I'm here looking at your table, I also see that you do bird houses.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me about this one.
Well, this one here, I built it. My daughter-in-law did the painting.
Oh, Oh, lovely.
She did baby. She loves that. That's a little hobby of hers, and it's something that I enjoy. You know, when I'm going slow on my wood turning, I'll turn birdhouses, and I sell pretty good of them, lots of them.
Good.
And,
How long have you been doing this?
since 2008.
And why are you a woodworker?
Why?
Yeah.
I started this, way back just before my wife passed away. And thank God I had it.
I'm very
and
sorry.
it's
I'm
okay.
very sorry.
That's all right. But at least it gives me something to do. Keeps me occupied rather than sit in a rocking chair and watch TV.
Yes, and I mean, you're making these beautiful
Yeah.
things. Tell me about this. What is required? I mean, I'm looking at these wine stoppers,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing all sorts of shapes for the tops. Tell me how you generate them.
It's just think about it. Just nothing's the same. There is not one part that I made here that's the same.
Well,
it's just something that comes to mind. I said, well, I'm going to do it this way, and that's it.
Well, I'm looking here, and I hope our viewers here at the 4th of July 2016 happening on the North Andover Common can see. I mean, look at this. Look at this design.
That's that wood is called laminate. It's a laminate. That's the name of it.
Okay.
And I buy it in a block, like 3 by 3, maybe 6 inches long, and I'll cut it to the directions that they tell me to. And I drill the holes that I have, and I turn it on the lathe.
So then, what would you call this?
This is an antique. It's called an antique pepper mill.
Oh, it's antique. So how does
Starts
it
at
work?
1:30. Ages 7 to 10, ages 11 to
Well,
16, and 17 and
all you
older.
do is turn it.
Different sign-up sheets.
Okay, the pepper comes out the bottom, and right here
It's
is
free
where you
and it's a
fill
lot
it.
of fun. Sign up.
You fill it there. You can use this for salt, or you can use it for pepper, and this adjusts the coarseness of the pepper or the salt that you want to use.
Wow, and I mean, it's so interesting that you're now selling this for salt or pepper, because my husband just got his gift, some of that pink Himalayan salt.
Yep.
And he was looking for a salt grinder, and it's very hard to find one that has gradations of fineness.
Yes, but they say you can use this for salt or pepper.
Good, and for viewers back home, I mean, I can smell the pepper. It smells wonderful.
Well, they're all filled by film, so people, can see how they work.
Right. Tell me about this. I mean, this is a really interesting piece. We have a card here for Bob Lemarese.
Yep.
We also have a pen. Now, tell me about the pen.
It's a pen with what do I want to say? Stylus.
A stylus.
It's a combination. You got a pen,
Right.
and you got a stylus. If you have your cell phone or your tabletop, laptop, instead of using your finger, you use this. It works great.
Oh, I'm delighted. And tell me about this. It's reminiscent of an inkwell.
Well, I had scrap pieces of wood and I didn't know what to do with it. So I just turned it and I said, well, this is a good place to put it. So I stuck it on there.
And for me, because I actually have more than one desk, but for me, this would be perfect for paper clips.
Rubber bands.
Yeah.
A lot of small stuff.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's turn around, and here behind me, we have all sorts of pens that you've made.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if my camera person can get an angle on this so that you'll see about the different varieties of woods that you used. I mean, just incredible artistry. How long does it take you to make a pen?
Well, a pen like that, I probably 3 or 4 hours. By the time I cut it, drill it, well, I'll take that back because you have to cut to size. You have to drill it, and you have to glue a tube into it, and you got to allow the tube to harden to glue.
Right.
And aside from that, maybe 2-3 hours
Wow.
to finish it and put it all together.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is an interesting piece.
Well,
Tell me about this.
I saw this in the wood turner's catalog, and the guy came up with it. It's an idea. You can use it for a wig stand or a hat stand.
A hat stand?
A hat stand?
Oh, I should have worn my hat. We could have put it
Or
on.
if you have a wig, a lot of people, women have them.
Well,
So
fortunately, I'm not
No.
needing a wig right now. But,
No.
Good. And finally, Bob, tell me. I mean, you're here on the Common here in North Andover. You're a Haverhill resident. How did you find out that this was available here for you to come and show these wonderful things that you make?
Well, my son used to live here in North Andover. and he found out about it, and I got hooked up with him, and this is, I think, my 4th year. I've been here for the sheep shearing and for the burgers.
Well, we are delighted that Bob Lemarisse was here today to tell us about his woodworking. He makes incredible bowls and pens and wine stoppers and antique pepper or salt mills and wig stands and bird houses. Have I missed anything, Bob?
You probably did. I got all kinds of pill containers, toothpick containers, cigar cutters. I make all kinds of stuff.
Oh, just show me a cigar cutter. I don't think I've ever seen
cigar cutter. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let's see.
People who are looking for the location,
somebody had it.
sign up for the pie eating.
We're thinking maybe someone has bought his cigar cutter.
There it is.
Here we have one.
Here it is, right here.
Tell me about it.
It's just like if you smoke a cigar. A lot of guys that smoke cigars like to cut a hole in the end. So what they do, you take this off and you turn this at the end of your cigar. Cuts a hole, and you press this, and it shoots it out.
Oh my gosh!
Then you light it up. And that's it.
Wow! And tell me about this wood.
This is a laminate type wood. That's the name of it.
Okay.
Since then, I'm leaning more to acrylics because your hands, moisture from your hands, eventually works in with laminates, this is laminate right here.
Let's see if we can take that off
so
that our viewers will have a better chance of seeing the laminate.
That's the laminate.
And this is a what?
Acrylic. This is made from acrylics. This is a pen.
Yeah, that's a
pen. Clip,
I love the color.
Yeah.
Well, Bob, delighted to have you here at the North Andover Common today.
Glad to be here.
Just so nice to showcase your artistry. And as our viewers possibly can hear in the background, there's music, there are pony rides, there's sand art, there's jumping castles, there's alcoholic beverages for the adults, and at 1 o'clock today, there's going to be pie eating contests.
Yes.
Both for adults and children. So have you volunteered?
No.
Well,
I like watching them.
Well, viewers, thank you for joining artist Bob Lemarisse and myself, Gayle Henney, here, North Andover Common, July 4th, 2016.
Thank you.
I'm on. All right. Hey, happy birthday, America. Happy birthday, North Andover. We are here. It's a beautiful afternoon down on the Common. If you're home right now recovering from last night's festivities, you want to get right down here right now. We have a lot going on, a lot of fun here happening at the town Common. We have vendors, food, lots of great food here. We have the White Street Band coming on at 2:30, a lot of excitement there. Lots of activities for the kids. We have pony rides right in front of me right now. I can see the ponies. They look fantastic. And we have at 1:30 an unbelievable pie eating contest. I don't even know, I might have to jump in on this. Pies provided from Triple East and Cedardale. But right now, our reporter out in the field, Gayle Henney, she's out there right now. She's going to interview the sewing sensation vendor out there right now. So let's throw it to Gayle. Gayle, take it away.
Ready? Ready?
Yes.
And go.
Hello, my name is Gayle Henney, and I'm here with the 4th of July festivities on the corner of Mass Ave and Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts. There are plenty of booths with people selling woodworking, jewelry, glassware, and I'm here at the booth of Jill Godden, who does exceptional work with her sister, and I'm going to showcase some of the things that she makes. For example, these are incredible satin capes, either for children or for dolls. We also have things like this, which is a little garment for a doll. I also have these incredible dresses and pajamas. And I haven't seen this before. This is a handmade bib that's also embroidered by Jill Godden, and it has a pacifier on it, although you as a user may choose to put it on or clip it to a towel bar or to a child's seat. We also have, as you look around here in the booth, we have gloves, mittens. These mittens, for example, are children's mittens, and they can be turned inside out. They're reversible. We also have turtlenecks. This is a handmade turtleneck by Jill Gooden or her sister. And actually the shirt is made as well as the embroidery, not just the embroidery. We also have gloves for adults. And these two come in a larger size, actually, as you can see, and these as well are reversible. So here we are on the North Andover Common, Mass Ave and Osgood Street, and I'm featuring Jill Gooden, who does all sorts of handcrafted sewing. This, for example, is a bag holder. So if you get all those plastic bags from the food store and you don't know how to store them properly, they can be put right in here. And if you're a Boston Red Sox fan, this is a must-have. So come on down, see what's happening here. 4th of July celebration. There are games for the children. There will be a pie eating contest coming up at 1:30. One for adults and one for children. And I've been told that there's nearly $2,000 worth in gifts that will be given out by Cedardale, which is sponsoring it, for winners. There will be 3 winners for the adult section and 3 winners for the children's section. So come on down, enjoy your community here. And we're brought today by North Andover Community Access and Media. Thanks for joining me at the Common.
Happy birthday, America. Welcome, North Andover. We're here down at the Town Common, the 240th birthday of the United States of America. So happy to be here. Ron Carpenito, your co-host for the Journal, and I'm joined today with Gayle Henney, one of our awesome hosts at the CAM, with Right Now, correct?
Yes, thank you, Ron. And I'm delighted to say we have Delia and, what is your name, sir?
Ronan.
Ronan. And sir?
Michael.
Michael. So Delia, Ronan, and Michael are here down at the Common.
3 really cool kids having some fun here down with us, and we want you to come down and join us here too. We're having a lot of fun for the community this afternoon. What do we have going on? We have a pie eating contest at 1:30, and you know the kids can join in on that, right? You guys, you think you might do the pie eating contest today?
Yes.
You gonna do it? Do you like pie?
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavor?
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin pie. I don't know if we'll have pumpkin. I think they stick to apple and blueberry pie.
I will tell you, they normally have berry pies, so they give lots of color on faces, on clothing.
Perfect,
It should be great.
Great for moms and dads to clean up after, right?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
And what I'm looking at is that we can see that our guests today are dressed in red, white, and blue because we're here for the 4th of July. Who would like to talk with me and with Ron about what they've done so far on the Common here? Anybody want to say? Delia, what have you done?
I went on some rides.
Which one?
The swings and the obstacle course bounce house.
The obstacle course. My goodness. Ronan, did you do any?
Yeah.
Which one?
The bull.
Oh, I saw the bull. There's this rocking bull. It's brown and blue.
Is it still here?
It's here.
Okay.
The kids get on.
Did you go on it, Mike?
Yeah.
You did? How long did you last on it?
A minute.
That's a world record, buddy. That's incredible. World record holder, Mike, on the bull. Good job, buddy.
Good. So we've had kids on rides. Also, earlier in the day, there was a bicycle parade. Anybody here in the bicycle parade?
Oh, my sister was.
She was?
Nice.
How old is she, your sister?
6.
And did she enjoy herself, you think?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
Good, good. Now, did anyone go on the ponies? Because I see we have ponies over there.
My sister did.
Sister's doing it all. Where is your sister? She should be here with us. Where is she?
I actually don't know.
She took off. She's doing more rides. We have Mom off camera right now. She's here today.
Well, I will say, besides rides, besides a pie eating contest, besides North Andover CAM here bringing all this activity and color for the 4th of July, we also have food that's available here for food trucks. So if you're hungry and want to come down and have something to eat, lady and gentlemen, anything particular you would like to eat today on the 4th of July?
Fried dough.
Fried dough, I think he said. Yeah, fried dough?
Yep.
That fills me
Actually,
right up.
I was here last night on July the 3rd, and there were all sorts of festivities because people were watching the fireworks.
Right, did they watch the fireworks? Were you up for the fireworks last night?
Yep.
Yeah, they were great, weren't they?
You were too?
Yeah.
Wow. What were your favorite colors of the fireworks?
The golden.
Golden. What about you, Ronan?
I'm gold.
And you?
I think the ones that were like multiple colors that were like, you know, like little tiny ones.
Okay, you want to talk about
Those ones that were different colors, like the red, green, and red.
So he's loving the multiple colors.
Yeah.
So, tell me, Ron,
Yes.
what brings you here to the Common besides the opportunity to interview these lovely children?
Well, I think it's the pie eating contest. I'm all about people just, gorging themselves on food. It's an interesting thing to watch, and there's prizes too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's being provided today, the pie eating contest, and also the gifts by Cedardale.
Yes.
I understand there's nearly $2,000 worth of prizes, which includes memberships of various levels. So if you're hungry, if you want to share with your community, if you want to have fun, if you want to see this gentleman in the pie eating contest, you have to come down.
Come on down, we're here.
Where are we? We're on Mass Ave and Osgood Street.
Right.
And kids, you want to say Happy 4th of July with me? On 3? 1, 2, 3.
Happy 4th of July! Excellent. Nice.
You guys are made for television.
That's fantastic, guys. We're back here at Town Common, North Andover CAM. I'm Ron Carpenito, co-host of The Journal. Happy to be here again on America's biggest birthday. It's the 240th birthday of America, and we're celebrating big here in North Andover. We had fireworks last night. We have a great band this afternoon. There's a pie eating contest happening. There's pony rides. There's professional vendors here. Everything for you and your family to come on down and have a great afternoon. Even a beer tent for the adults. So come on down if you're not doing anything this afternoon. You want to have some great community spirit and fun. We're here, and we're alive and having a great afternoon. It's a beautiful day, and I'm here. I'm blessed to be talking here with a great guy, Ed Petty. Hi, Ed.
How's it going?
It's going great, and Ed is one of our professionals here today, giving up his time to offer his services to the community as well, and he's with Ed Petty Photography. And Ed, I understand you've been doing this for quite some time, the photography
This is
business.
our 24th year in North Andover.
Right in North Andover. Where's your location?
We're on Berry Street in North Andover.
Okay.
We have a studio. We actually landscaped an acre of land to photograph outdoors, so we actually landscaped it for photography. I call it my outdoor studio.
You have an outdoor studio? That's rare.
Yeah,
Most
it's awesome.
photographies, it's all inside and set up. And Ed and I were talking off camera a little bit, and he's not doesn't do weddings. Gave that up a long time ago. So what is your main focus right now with photography?
Family portraits. That's the most important thing I feel is family portraits. So that's my specialty.
Yeah, that's interesting. And is there something special about that caused you to want to focus on that? Was there a reason?
Well, actually, my mom passed away when I was young, and we don't have any portraits with my mom. I have like 7 brothers and sisters. There's 8 of us.
Yeah.
And my dad. So when I first started taking photography like 30 years ago, I wanted a portrait of my whole family with my dad, which we got a beautiful one, but we never had one with my mom.
Right.
And I says everybody should have a portrait with their family and their mom and their dad.
Right.
And when the family's young, not when they're 80 and the kids drag the parents into the photo. So that's kind of my specialty, family portraits, and the whole thing is make people feel comfortable make them enjoy being with their family.
Right.
A lot of times the parents say, oh, I just photographed my kids. I say, well, someday your child's going to love this portrait with you in it.
Correct.
So I make people happy. We have fun. The sessions are always
Create
fun.
the memories,
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great.
It's and I have a family. My mother and father, they had the whole family down maybe about 5 years ago, maybe a little longer, and we did the family portrait for that as well. And it was cool doing it, just kind of getting together. We had not had that. It was actually a special moment for the family. We had a nice dinner with it, and the gentleman came to our home to do it. Do you go off-site, or do people come
want me
to
to
you?
go off-site, but when they see the outdoor areas I have, they just come to me.
Coming to you.
It's a lot easier.
Right.
I actually landscaped it for photography, so the sun's not in people's eyes.
Wow.
I use panels. I use lights, big 4x6 lights, so it looks totally natural. But it's like here, you're on a TV, but there's all kinds of lights here going on. But it looks like we're just sitting outside. But you create the light.
What Ed is
and I do
talking
the same.
about, and what I'm sorry to interrupt, is he's talking about in the business of what we do, TV, photography, lighting is everything. It's all about the lighting, right, Ed? And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes about what you do, more than just hit and click on a camera. What do you want to elaborate about
well,
that?
people say that, my friend has a really good camera. I'm like, well, the camera doesn't take the photo.
Right? Correct.
The camera doesn't know how to pose somebody to make them look good.
Correct.
You can make people look heavier or thinner by what lens you use, how
Ladies,
you pose
are you
them.
listening? Yes, we are.
How you
I'm with
turn
him.
somebody, how you pose somebody.
Right.
is a lot to it.
Right.
And then, make it fun and effortless, and that's our job, make everybody look good. So.
It's just like a lot of different industries. We think on the surface it's a simple thing, but when you break it down and you work with an expert like Ed, you understand there's a lot that goes into this. So today, you're here on the Common. What are you doing for the town of North Andover today on the Common?
Well, we just have a display. We just talk with people. We're not really selling anything. We're just showing our work. We have about 20 portraits on display.
Right.
And it's so fun. You have a lot of the families come by. Some of them are in the portraits.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's my friend. Or that's ours. I heard you did amazing work. Boy, that is just beautiful.
That
So
feels good.
we just talk with people.
Yeah.
And we show them our work. We give out balloons. We get a helium tank. We give out balloons to the kids.
Okay.
And lollipops.
Okay.
It's like celebrating the 4th of July. It's just a lot of fun.
Now, off camera again, Ed was telling me, 24 years in the business, you think he might have been involved in a few things, and he's actually a national award winner, right? Is that what it was? Or what
I actually won Photographer of the Year award at the National Professional Photographers of America. I won an award called Elite Plus Photographer of the Year, which only 33 people out of 29,000 received this award. So,
wow.
I love what I do.
Wow.
It's kind of cool.
Right now, in 24 years, you've seen a lot. Technology has drastically probably changed what you've done, either made it easier for you or more difficult as a business person. What would you think about that?
Oh, it's changed amazing.
So
when I
much,
first
right?
started, I used those big medium format cameras with the negatives that were 4x6.
Right.
Almost, big honking cameras. And you'd show up at someone's house and they'd say, whoa, that's a camera. But now everything changed to digital.
Right.
It cost me $60,000 to change my studio over to digital because we had to change the presentation over.
Right.
We had to get all digital cameras. You need 3 cameras, 3 bodies, 3 lenses, because you need a backup and you need a backup.
Right.
Because if you go to do a job, you can't say, oh, my camera just died.
Sorry, guys.
I've got my family together from all over the country. Your camera died. That's unfortunate.
Correct, right?
You need a backup and then a backup.
Right.
So it costs a lot of money to
do what
change it
you're
over.
doing.
And at first, I did not like the quality of the digital. It wasn't good. But now it's actually much better than film. It took a good 10 years for them to get the act together, and the labs now are all printing digitally. It looks a lot better. It's a lot more detailed. It's a lot richer.
Yeah. What about the after photo shoot? That's where I hear the real work happens when you're looking at what you've taken, and now you've got those post-editing tools to work with. That's really probably improved or made it much more challenging. You tell me. I mean, there's so much to learn in post-editing now, right?
Well, the digital is very unforgiving. It's kind of like it used to be using slides, meaning the exposure latitude is only like about a half a stop.
Right.
If you go a little too overexposed, then the whites just get blown out. There's no detail. People's skin get blown out, no detail. And if you go underexposed, then the shadows are just black and blocked up. So that's just technical stuff people don't care about. Are you going to make me look good? That's all they care about.
Final result.
But the technical part, this is why I have an awning system I built that blocks the downlight.
Really?
So you don't get the shadows under your eyes. Like you guys have this. Right now we have a cover over our head, which is blocking the downlight.
Correct.
And then they have some lights in the front that's lighting our face, putting catch lights on our eyes, making our skin tone look good.
Sure.
So that's exactly the concept I have. I have an awning system that blocks the downlights, so you don't get raccoon eyes. I have beautiful big lights, 4x6 soft boxes we use outside.
Right.
Big panel, 6-foot square on the other side. It makes a beautiful transition of light, makes everybody look awesome.
Awesome. So what Ed is telling me right now is you can have a great night out the night before and come see it. It'll still make you look fantastic. That's what I'm hearing.
Well,
This
we
is
have an
wonderful.
expert retoucher too that finishes. The last thing is we send it to the lab, and they have a master retouch artist that softens little lines. They make your eyes look a little sparklier. If you feel like your teeth they're a little yellow.
Right.
That's the good thing about digital. They can make the yellow be a less yellow.
Right.
They can fix any stray hairs.
Yeah.
They unfortunately can't put hair on your head, but they can make the stray hairs go away.
Sounds like technology has really made your industry a lot more interesting, a lot more opportunity, and can make you even better than you were before.
Yeah,
that's great.
It's a great tool.
Now, before you leave us today, Ed, I'm sure everyone's curious. Is there any maybe a tip you could give us regarding I have a regular point and shoot camera, not always the best. Is there anything in those manuals? They're so crazy. Is there any feature or something we should consider on our digital cameras that we have that could help us, the regular Joe, make a better picture?
Well, the first thing I'm noticing, people are outside, they walk in right into the bright sunlight and they're trying to take photos of each other. It's so contrasty. You get the dark circles under your eyes. People can't keep their eyes open.
Right.
So when you're in a setting like this, just go under the shade of the tree, because just out of that light, and then photograph them facing the light, but not be in the light. So go inside the shade of the tree, look at the background, try to get like a shaded area for a background, and you'll see that you'll get much more better results. People's eyes will be open. It's not contrasty from in the sun. Just get them out of the sun, get them in the shade of a tree. It's that much simpler. Get them in the edge of that light near the, you don't want to get them too far in the shade, but near the edge of the light, get inside the shade, have them face towards that light, and you'll just see the photos look a lot nicer.
Perfect. Great tip from Ed Petty. He's down here on Town Common today. Come by and visit him, say hi, more tips, and maybe get yourself set up for a family portrait, something you would definitely honor and cherish for many years to come. I'm Ron Carpenito. We're co-hosting the Journal and having a great day down here at the Town Common. It's July 4th, and here we are at Town Common. Happy birthday, America, the 240th birthday of our beautiful country. It's a beautiful day. I'm so excited. I'm Ron Carpenito, your co-host of the Journal. I have a wonderful guest here with me. It's Gayle Henney, who's the producer and star of our own show, Right Now, with Gayle. And Gayle's also our town's former poet laureate for 2 years, and she's the co-chair of the committee looking to submit the next person to be poet laureate. Hi, Gayle.
Hi, it's such a pleasure to be here and
what a day.
to have the co-host of the Journal. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, my pleasure. We're so happy to have you too. And Gayle's been out there. She's been, working the crowd and working all the vendors and doing some great interviews for us too. So come on down, by the way. Say hi to Gayle. Say hi to me. We'd be happy to talk with you and learn all about you. And we want you to enjoy what's happening here. This festival committee's worked really hard on putting on a great day today. We have an awesome band coming on around 2:30. We have a beer tent. We have a pie eating contest, pony rides, lots of stuff for the kids to do. But I want to talk more to Gayle right now. And I want to talk about what it means to be a poet laureate. And forgive me for not knowing. I'm just not that up on it. What is the poet laureate for the town, and how does that impact our community?
Well, what I'm pleased about is that North Andover understands that poetry is a great entree for adults and children into literacy. So they hear the music of sound, what words sound like. And with poetry, things like rhyme, the repetition of consonant or vowel sounds, all those things help children to acquire language. So poetry is a way to improve literacy. It's also, I think, cathartic. Because if something is bothering you, or specifically me, I write a poem about it.
Right.
A few days ago, there was a red-tailed hawk that came in to my backyard and swooped down and caught one of the birds from my bird feeder. And I could see the poor creature in the talons of the hawk.
Life and death struggle.
Absolutely. And I could see its black eyes of the prey looking at me in the face.
Like, help me.
Yes, exactly. So I wrote the poem, and that's exactly what it was, a help me. But I digress. So the poet laureate here at the town is really a cheerleader for poetry, for literacy. When I was the poet laureate for 2 terms, which is, each term is 2 years, so that was 4 years in total, I wanted to make sure that every April, which is National Poetry Month, that there was a public reading where people could come and read their poetry. I've also had contests where students come and read their poetry. Also, the poet laureate is involved with encouraging poetry in the town. So I went to the middle school, the high school, some of the primary schools in town, and volunteered my time to teach classes.
Wonderful.
So kids would come home with poetry that they had written.
So, you might have influenced my daughter. She's 12, and she loves poetry.
I'm delighted.
She writes poetry. She actually got me interested enough to write my own poem. I wrote a poem about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I'm dad. I don't make poetry too often, but I said, let me try to write a poem, and I wrote a poem about a roller coaster. It was interesting because we had gone on a trip, and it was just this roller coaster was really rough and violent and shaking, and it was I don't know, just for some reason I wanted to write a poem about it, and I did. We were on vacation, and it actually was kind of fun.
I'm delighted because that's what poetry enables. It enables you to share something.
Right.
And in your instance, it was that, you had this excitement from your daughter, and when children see adults modeling things, and by that I mean either reading or writing poetry or reading poetry, then they see that that's something that you value, and then you can pass that value on to your children.
And when we take an interest, they actually feel even more inclined to continue with it because they see that someone is supporting them in what they do.
I think that's absolutely true.
We have to support our kids. We have to support their interests, show an interest. And sometimes as a dad, it's hard. You may not be interested, but you have to, give it your best on that. Now, does every town have a poet laureate, or is this just unique to our town?
And actually, due to the efforts of another community member, her name is Karen Klein, she put forward a motion to the selectmen here in North Andover and convinced them that this would be a good thing to have.
Right.
So actually, a name has been forwarded to our Board of Selectmen by the chair and the co-chair. I'm the chair, and the co-chair is Jill Barker of the library here in town. And so we put forward a name for the poet laureate. And if they agree, we'll have a new one. But I can't give a spoiler. I can't tell you who it may be.
It's under wraps.
But I think they will bring performance if they're installed as poets laureate. I think they will bring a new dynamism to poetry here in the town.
When will we find out about this? Will it happen in the next few months, or?
Well, actually, it will be an insert in the journal, which I understand you and Morgan Healey are the co-hosts for.
Correct.
That.
Yes.
So you will know later on this month.
Wonderful. We'll be waiting with bated breath. It's exciting. And if you could leave us with maybe, do you have a favorite poet or a favorite poem maybe we could share quickly, or something that's from memory? Or do you feel comfortable with that? Or?
Sure. I'll give you a poem that I know from memory. It's an anonymous poem, and it has no title. And I'll say it for you now.
Yeah.
They told me that life could be just what I made it. Life could be fashioned and worn like a gown. Me, the designer, mine the decision, whether to wear it worth bonnet or crown. But somebody came and they leaned over my shoulder. Somebody questioned the ultimate cost. Somebody tangled the thread I was using. One day I found my scissors were lost. Where is the gown I could fashion alone?
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Gayle. Very entertaining poetry. Check it out. And speaking of entertaining, we're going to throw it now to Jen and Molly, who are dressed up as Biff and Sheldon. They have a Jeopardy-themed entertainment report. It's something we do on the Journal. Let's throw it away to Biff and Sheldon. Take it away.
Hello, North Andover.
That's good. Nice job on that
To
poem.
another Jeopardy edition of our arts and entertainment segment on the Journal with a special salute to summer. That's S to the 5th power if you count Sheldon's gift.
Well, I'm Biff, and this here's my friend Sheldon, and together we're going to let you know what's going on for shows and classes coming up for the months of July and August.
Yes, Biff. Per my thorough mathematical analysis, I have observed that even though seasonal temps will be going up this summer, the number of shows to see in the Merrimack Valley has not gone down.
Well, I tell you, I'm so excited that I'm going to be breaking out the snacks. I think we ended up tied last time we played Jeopardy, so I'm going to kick it up a notch if I'm going to win. But you know what? I'll let you go first there, buddy.
All right, Biff. I would like to select Razzle Dazzle for 200.
All right, Razzle Dazzle. Well, Sheldon, your clue is that this Pentucket Players show is a satire on corruption in the criminal justice system and the concept of a celebrity criminal, you know, like Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit of a tough one. How about what is the musical Chicago?
That is correct. Excellent, Sheldon. This show will be playing at the air-conditioned Tent Pavilion at the Bradford Country Club on July 15th through the 17th.
Oh, so it looks like the Windy City is coming to Haverhill, right? So what category are you picking next, Biff?
All right, Sheldon, I'll take Fine Feathered Friends for 400.
I see what you did there. You matched my S to the 5th power with F to the 5th power.
That's correct.
Well, this show features the character Ugly, who looks a bit different from his duckling brothers and sisters. Ugly meets a whole flock of unique characters and finds out being different is not a bad thing. And golly gee whiz, Biff, I can sure relate to being a little different.
Sheldon, buddy, then you should definitely check out this show. Here it goes. What is Honk Jr. by Act Kids?
You're right again, Biff.
This show's going to be held at the Act Theater Company from July 29th through the 30th. And don't miss it. It's going to quack you up.
I gotcha. Well, next, I suppose I'll try the category Ozone Depleters for 200.
All right. Well, good morning, Baltimore. This show is a social commentary on the injustices taking place in parts of America's society in the 1960s.
I know. It's what is hair gel? I use it all the time in my hair. It does a great job on those flyaways, you know. Just makes the circuit boards a little messy.
No, Sheldon. The show is Hairspray. Hairspray, got it?
Oh.
Not hair gel. This will be featuring Acting Out Junior's performers as part of a 2-week summer camp. So don't miss the performances. They're going to be on August 5th and 6th.
Okay, Biff. Thanks for setting me straight. Or curly. Do you want to pick the next category?
Sure thing. How about pasty, scary people for 400?
Ooh. Well, I guess I won't take this category too personally. Well, for 25 years, Uncle Fester has been missing. An evil doctor introduces a fake Fester in an attempt to get the family's money. Monstrous fun ensues.
I know what this is. What is The Addams Family, performed by Act Theater Junior performers on August 5th and 6th?
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Sheldon, stop that and just pick a category.
Oh, all right. Well, how about giant problems for 800, Biff?
You got a few of those. All right. James's parents are killed by a rhinoceros, and he goes to live with his 2 horrid aunts. One day, an enormous peach grows in his garden. Venturing inside, he meets a number of new friends who help him with his plans to get to New York.
Okay, what is the James and the Giant Peach?
Right you are, Sheldon. That show is going to be performed on August 6th and 7th, and that's part of a summer camp with the Revolution Theater Company.
Oh, well, that is super peachy. But did you also know the older Revolution Theater campers will be performing Green Day's American Idiot from August 5th through the 7th? That will most certainly be a very busy weekend.
Well, speaking of busy, I gotta run out for another bag of chips for the next tailgate before our next episode. I think that is all the time we have for now.
Well, thanks very much for watching our July-August Arts and Entertainment episode on The Journal. Join us next time as we cover a fabulous frenzy of fall festivals and first foliage fun.
Oh, God.
See what I did there, Biff? I beat you.
You are a true genius there, Sheldon, old buddy. So, until next time, Cheers to you, North Andover.
Cheers. See you later, alligator.
Oh, you stop it.
I can't help it.
I know.
What's happening, North Andover? Here we are, July 4th, celebrating America's birthday down at the Town Common. So excited to be here. Ron Carpenito, co-host of The Journal. Here with a beautiful family here on 4th of July, and that's what this day is for. And down here on the Common is for family. So come on down and let's see, who do we have here?
Jim Killalay.
Hi, Jim, and you are? What's your name? We'll come back to you. What's your name?
Logan Banco.
Hi, Logan. And you are?
Jaden Killalay.
Hi, Jaden. How are you? All right, so we got an awesome family here. You guys are from North Andover?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. And what brings you to the Town Common today? Anything special you wanted to make sure you saw or did? Jaden?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know.
You don't know?
We signed up for the pie eating
Oh,
contest.
It's a pie eating
No, I know
contest.
why. We wanted to go on the bike parade.
Ah, did you do it?
And she wanted to go on, yeah.
The carriage parade.
Yep.
Carriage parade, the doll parade, carriage parade, yeah. Was it fun?
It was very fun.
A lot of fun.
I dropped
huh?
my phone. So
You
I had
dropped-
to
did it break?
No.
Good.
It dropped on the
Dad's
grass.
happy. Wonderful, wonderful. Now,
He's not my dad.
he's not your dad. Okay, that's great.
He's my stepdad.
He's your stepdad. Well, that counts. Good job, Dad. So what's your favorite part about 4th of July, guys? I see you're all decked out in red, white, and blue. What's it mean to you guys?
What's it mean?
What's it mean? What's it all about?
What's so special about?
It's America's birthday.
That's right. It is America's birthday today, and
300th year old.
300 years old today. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Maybe we'll check the math a little bit off camera, but I think he's in the right ballpark. So, now you did the bike parade, you did the bike ride. Okay, that was good. And what about the ponies? Have you jumped on those things yet?
Oh yeah, she has a
You have?
favorite pony over
You did?
there. Yeah. What's
That's
your favorite
great.
pony's name?
Not yet. Yeah. What's the pose? TJ?
TJ.
That's right, TJ. Great, great. I love your little things up here. They're so cute.
Yeah, we broke one.
Looking good, looking good. Now, so Dad's going to be in the pie eating contest. Is that correct?
I am.
You're doing it. Oh, what about you in the back? Are you going to do it too?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
doing a face plant to open the pie.
So have you done this before?
No.
This is your first time. And you're you're kind of studying what you're going to do. Okay. Now, what if you don't like the flavor of the pie? Is that going to be a problem for you, or you're all business? We're
I
gonna
don't really care.
don't really. The flavor does not matter. But the good news is the pies are from
I
Tripoli's.
hate pie.
You dislike pie. You prefer a cake eating contest.
Pot pie contest.
Chicken pot pie? Yeah, baby. Harrow's pot pies are the best. I love them so much. My wife makes a fantastic pot pie, too. All right, well, we're celebrating the 4th of July here with a wonderful family. Bring your family down here, too. Last night, we had tons of families around celebrating and watching these fantastic fireworks, which we're gonna jump through right now. Yeah, wave bye, but let's say Happy 4th of July to North Andover on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy 4th of July, North Andover! Woo! Woo! Good job, family.
Thank you very much.
All right. I'm here celebrating the 4th of July with our awesome town of North Andover here. It's the 240th birthday of our beautiful community and country, and we're just so blessed and happy to be here. Lots going on. If you haven't come down yet, come on down. The band goes on at 2:30. The pie eating contest happens at 1:30. We have a beer tent for all the adults. We have pony rides for the kids. Lots of fun, lots of professional vendors down here to offer you something of enjoyment. So come on down and hang out with us here on the Common. I'm happy to have a great guest right now. I love this guy. You're going to love him too. He's new at NACAM, and his name is Bill Robert, and we're happy to have him. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Ron. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for being here today. And Bill is our operations coordinator.
Correct.
And Bill, tell everyone what that's all about.
Well, part of it is obviously keeping an eye on the technical operation of the station, making sure everything is maintained and running properly, and making sure that the on-air product is consistent throughout.
Okay. So keeping a consistent look across the station. Okay. So what he's saying is he's going to make my show, The Journal, and all the other shows look fantastic, and that's what he's been doing.
Well, your show already looks fantastic, thanks to Susan Martin over there.
Absolutely. Hi, Susan. Susan's behind the camera right now. She's our show producer as well. And what you may not know is Bill's first show is of the highest quality. I love it, and it's called Tech Throwback. If you haven't seen it yet, and you like technology like myself, but more importantly, technology from back in the day, you'll love this guy's show. Tell us, what was the inspiration for that show, and kind of how did that all come about?
Well, I mean, I've been playing around with electronics all my life. I went to Radio Shack for the first time when I was 8.
The Shack.
The Shack, absolutely.
Shack, yeah.
Spent 6 years as a minion of the Tandy Corporation. Actually Tandy/Radio Shack Corporation. Right. But no, I've always been fascinated with electronics and different types of trinkets and gadgets and things like that. So I still have a bunch of old school tech at the house, and I already had started producing 2 shows where I was at the time at Wilmington Community Television, and I was like, I don't really see much on TV about like the retro tech. I mean, everyone's all, like the latest buzz, the smartphone, the latest tablet, but what about the stuff that we grew up with?
Right.
And I still have a ton of it. I mean, the first episode I did of Tech Throwback, I played around with my old Radio Shack Color Computer 3, which was the original one I bought back in '86, which still works fine.
Right.
So
perfect. And so, retro is huge right now. Everything retro seems to be big. I don't know, just to digress a bit, I'm all up on the Buzzer Network right now, which is all about retro game shows from like the 50s up to the 80s. So every day I'm watching Family Feud and Match Game and all that stuff. So you're kind of on get in the mix with the retro stuff, because that's really popular now.
Yeah, and I mean the stuff we do vintage computers, the video games, handheld games too, like the old Mattel Electronics.
The football one, yeah.
Oh yeah, football, basketball, football 2, baseball, all of those, yeah.
Well, we had, I think, and I'm a little bit older too, like I had that Mattel football game with the NFL football, and it was just dashes were the actual players. And you had to have a good imagination, because, nowadays the kids' video games are like so intense and real. We had to imagine it was, Brady, throwing back for a pass, a little dash,
Right. Well, that and the first episode that I produced at North Andover CAM, we actually did Talking Monday Night Football.
Right.
Which
I think I saw that
little
one,
phonograph records to determine the play of your game.
Right. There was actually almost no like integrated circuitry in that game you were mentioning.
There was no circuitry at all.
Nothing. And it was, but that was technology.
But it worked,
back then.
It worked great.
Now, how many episodes have you produced of the
6
show?
so far.
Okay, I've only seen one.
It's actually the newest.
2.
It's the newest of the actual shows that I've been producing over the years.
Okay.
We actually did shoot not this past weekend, but the weekend before. We drove down to Yonkers, New York, to do a tournament. One of the shows I do. It's called Stateside Footy.
Yep.
Which is a show featuring Australian rules football played here in the United States.
Okay.
So that's one, and then also I do a New England Hockey Showcase, in which I go around and feature different hockey games.
Awesome. He's a busy man. And
yeah, we're going to see some Scarlet Knights this year on New England Hockey Showcase.
Go Knights. Now, you've done 6 episodes of Tech Throwback. What were if you wouldn't mind sharing some of the items that you talked about, might get some viewers excited about catching the show. What was some of the
as far as the computers I've done so far, I've done the Tandy Color Computer 3.
Right.
I've done the Timex Sinclair 1000.
I had that.
I've done the Radio Shack MC10 microcolor computer. I just got hold of a Tandy 1100 small DOS laptop that I'm going to be doing soon. Some of the handheld games, I've done the Mattel ones. Also, I've done video games like Classic. I did a whole special on Nintendo. So I did a whole Nintendo edition, including the old Nintendo electronic, the entertainment system, and the Game Genie too. I don't know if you
didn't have that. No.
Game Genie was something that you actually plug the cartridges into, and you actually put in codes, and it allowed you to rewrite the code of the game, so you could have like unlimited lives and unlimited ammo and stuff like that.
How'd I miss that?
Yeah, that's
great.
But some of the other things we've done, and we actually do some new items too. It's a segment we call New Dog, Old Tricks, where it's some of the new things you find in the stores now, but it's a new device that plays old games, like an Atari emulator. I just got something in this week which I'll be profiling soon. It's called the Intellivision Flashback.
Remember that?
It's basically
Intellivision.
shaped like a small Intellivision,
right?
But instead of cartridge now, the thing has 60 games in ROM that you can just go through menus and select.
Just love technology. Those games we used to have, they were like, at the time they were like maybe $30 a cartridge, and now you can get all of the games from the entire systems on one device, and have that nostalgia feel, and it's just great stuff. I'm glad you're doing it. When can people see the show? Is there on a schedule for it, or?
It kind of rotates around a little bit. There's no real set schedule right now, but as we get more episodes in, we'll lock that down.
Why don't you remind the viewers where to go to see the schedule for our shows?
You can actually go to our website. It's actually NorthAndoverTV.org.
And it can't. What's our website?
NorthAndoverCAM.org. Yes.
NorthAndoverCAM.org. Very simple. We'll have
Brian.
all that stuff. And now you said you had some shows coming up. You were teasing me a little earlier with some
stateside
show
footy.
ideas. What do you got coming up?
We actually have stateside footy. Was the United States Australian Football League last week had their tournament. So we've got some games: New York versus Boston, Boston versus Columbus.
Right.
And so that they actually had like 5 or 6 teams gather last week in Yonkers, New York. So we shot 7 games.
Perfect.
So we'll have like upcoming episodes, and those will be coming out in a little while.
Wonderful. So keep an eye out for this guy because lots happening at the CAM.
And actually, more tech throwback too. We're going to be doing an audio episode soon.
Okay.
We're doing like an old digital effects box. We're going to do an old analog spring reverb.
Right.
And I've also got an 8-track player coming.
Nice. Excellent. All right. Hey everyone, it's Bill Robert from our very own NA CAM. We're happy to have him. What time is it, Susan? Do we know?
It's about.
Will's got the time.
Yeah, it's 10 till pie eating.
It's 10. That's what I wanted to find out. It's 10 till pie eating. Get your butts down here really quick if you want to watch this, because it's good. There's going to be a kids category and an adult category. So we've got 2 contests going, big prizes, sponsored by Cedardale, I believe. We have the beer tent, pony rides. We have the band going on at 2:30, and I'm going to throw it to somewhere now. Where am I going?
I'm Kayla from Atlas Fireworks in Jaffrey. And how long have you been doing this? Since I've been 18, and being a lead technician since I was 21, so good 4 years as a lead technician.
Have you done North Andover's fireworks before, or is this the first time?
This is the first time.
Do you travel a lot doing this?
Over the 4th of July, it's wherever Atlas needs us. Atlas signs us up for a show, so this is my first time here, but I do all over Massachusetts.
What sort of safety precautions do you guys take when you're setting up and shooting the fireworks?
Well, we definitely have security, making sure that the site is clear whenever we're loading the shells and the shells are actually here. We do safety glasses whenever we're using hammers, using the hard hats when we're unloading the trucks. During showtime is when you really need the personal protection. We have long sleeve shirts, we're in pants, then we have ear protection, eye protection, and the hard hat.
So he said 20 miles per hour winds and you can't launch them off. Is there any other conditions that you're not supposed to work under?
I would say severe thunderstorms. You can shoot in the rain. A lot of the sponsors don't want to have their show during the rain because nobody really comes out to see them. But rain is not a factor for us. It's more of the lightning.
How many fireworks are you launching tonight?
I believe the count's about 385 tonight.
How long of a show is that usually?
Tonight's show will last about 20 minutes.
Do you have a favorite type of firework?
I'd say I call it the Weeping Willow. It's not the professional title for it, but it's that one where it goes up in the sky and it just kind of drizzles and takes forever.
I know which one you're talking about. Where's your company based from?
Jaffrey, New Hampshire. You definitely need to think about safety of yourself, safety of others. If there's any type of substances involved, I'd say leave the fireworks to the professionals. Happy 4th of July, everyone, and God bless America.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Check it out, we are back here, North Andover Town Common. It's the 4th of July, and what could be more 4th of July than a pie eating contest? I'm here with this guy, you all know him. It's Jim Fazio. Hi, Jim.
How you doing?
Doing fantastic. Jim's actually the host of one of a great show that he's running. Jim, tell him about your show real quick.
It's around town. It's a show about around the area, different things around different towns that people are doing, organizations.
Yeah.
It's an interesting show.
Lots of good stuff, but today he's a festival committee chair, one of the primary people responsible for everything you see at our town common today. A great asset to our town. He's done a lot with our community over the years, and we're thankful to have him. Today he's running our pie eating contest. This is taking place in about 5 minutes, right? What happens? Coming quick?
Yes, it's coming real quick. We're going to have the children first, 7 to 10 age, and then we're going to have 10 to 16. And then after that, the adults, 17 to adult. We're going to be eating a pie. The one who eats the pie first and finishes will win a prize for seed deal. Every age limit, seed deal.
Perfect. Now, of course, like, the technical guy wants to know, how do we determine if the pie is completely eaten?
Well, it has to be nothing left in the plate, and they
Zero.
have to have their hands behind their back too while they're doing this.
Okay. Now, is it super competitive here? Like, you've done this for many years now.
Yeah, it's super competitive. Really, people really get into it. It's incredible.
They do. Now, everyone wants to know what flavor pie are they all using? Is it all the same, or is it different flavors?
Okay, it has to be blueberry pie. Blueberry pie, because it has to be all over your face.
Right. It's got to be a mess. It's got to give mom and dad a heart attack at home, right? They're cleaning up
That's
the clothes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, what can they win today, Jim?
It's prizes from Cedardale. The children's prizes will be golf at Cedardale Land, the golf, mini golf, and the adult prizes will be a membership for a month. Not just for one, I think it's for 2 people for a month at Cedardale.
Well, and if you know anything about Cedardale, that's actually a pretty valuable prize, right?
And Cedardale donated all this. They're really good to us each year. They've donated these prizes, which is unbelievable. It's incredible.
It's ironic they want you to eat pie and then go work out. It's actually genius, I think. It's kind of genius, right?
Yes.
All right, well, I know you're busy. We're going to let you go. Jim Fazio, we love him. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Keep up the good work. And go ahead.
Have a good time.
We're going to have a great time. In fact, one of our own, Brian Frazier, is going to be competing in the adults pie event today. So we're excited about that, right?
Definitely. That's
all right, perfect. All right.
Thank you.
Take it away. Thanks.
Thank you.
Back to you.
I'm here with someone from the North Andover community who wanted to give a shout out to his family.
Hello, Mom and Dad. This is Richie Palermo. I'm on TV. Just wanted to say hi. And Eric Zayas, too.
Awesome. Happy 4th of July. I think we're going to cut back over to the pie eating competition, which should be fun.
All right, so now what's going to happen is that you're going to put your hands behind your back. I'm going to say go. Yes, you can take a drink of water with your hands, all right? But you take the drink of water, then you put your hands back behind your back and go to the pie, all right? How's that? Any questions? All right, I'm going to say on your mark. I'll wait till you're done drinking. Everybody done drinking? Okay, I'm going to say on your mark, get set, and when I say go, just put your head in the pie and start eating. You ready? On your mark, get set, go. Here they go. Wow. Oh, yeah. Look at this. No hands. No hands. You can stand up if you want. You can stand up. You don't have to sit. You can stand up. All right. Look at this. There we go. Wow. This one's going good over here. Oh, another one. I just love this. You can drink with your hands. If you have to stop, you can drink with your hands if you need a drink. There you go. Oh my goodness, look at this. All right, guys, keep your eyes open for me. There we go. Wow. Blueberry pie. Here they're going. Come on, let's give them some cheering. Let's hear it for them. Come on. Yeah, cheer for the person you want to win. Let's do it. Come on, let's call out some names. There you go. That's what you gotta do. Call out some names. Let's go. Come on, you're almost done. Oh, she's doing good. Oh, down the end is almost done, right here. Right here. Done? Almost done? Oh, this one's okay. All right, we got a winner right here. This gentleman right here. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Keep going. We got a first place right here. We got a first, second, and third coming up. So we got second and third. We got number 2 right over here. This young lady right over here. Keep going. Keep going. This is for the small. This is for the young group, guys. The bigger prize, keep going.
Keep going.
Okay, we need third place. Who's on third place? Can't see that.
No. He's got it.
Yours is gone. You did good. You were number 1. Drink some water. Yeah, we got wipes. Jeff, wipes. Right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, who's it? Who's third? This one right here. All right, we're all set. First, second, and third. All right, let's hear it for him. Come on.
Hi, I'm Susan from North Andover CAM. I'm here to tell you about some of our workshops we have going on this summer. First, I'm going to start with the kids workshop. We have a media camp running from July 18th through July 22nd. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be running it. And then after the media camp, we have a stop motion camp going on from August 8th to August 12th. Both of these camps are going to be from 9:30 to 12:30 from Monday through Friday. They're going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to run them, and I think the kids who have already signed up are excited to come. So we still have room. Sign up. It'll be fun. We've got some adult workshops too. We're going to be doing a Photoshop class. It's going to be on August 10th at 6 p.m. We're going to go over the basic Photoshop tools so you can Photoshop your own photos or make a flyer like this that I made in Photoshop. It's a free workshop for anyone in the North Andover community, so email me at smartin@northandovercam.org smartin@northandovercam.org to sign up, or call 978-687-6570, and we can get you signed up for the Photoshop class. Another workshop we're doing is tips and tricks for your tablets and smartphones. We're going to be going over how to record video and take photos on your tablets and smartphones like a pro. We'll give you some helpful apps that we use on our phones and tablets to take great pictures and videos, and we'll teach you some editing softwares or editing apps that we use on our phones for our videos and pictures. And now we're gonna roll in a clip from the Sheep Shearing Festival that was back in May. So let's take a look at that.
Back, right there. Lie down. Ooh. Down. Lie down. Ooh, look at they're all so fun. Yep. Oh my God. That, by the way, might look easy. That's wicked difficult to do. No, you don't need to clap, but I want... Right there. So that was all whistle.
I do people too. We did this gentleman about an hour ago. Happy customer. Oh, I did my own too. This is a barber chair for a sheep. What does a barber chair do? Spins around, right? This is not a trained sheep. I have total control of this sheep with my feet. Look, Ma, no hands. Did I hurt the sheep? So the first wool we take off is the belly wool. Now, the belly's not very clean. She's been laying around on it. And we take off what's called the top knot. All right? Well, the top knot is kind of like the belly wool, and we used to throw it away. We don't throw it away anymore. We sell it to Donald Trump. Now, the funny thing is going to be when this sheep goes back in the truck, one of the lambs in the truck is her baby. And the baby's not going to recognize Mom. Mom used to have long, beautiful hair. But it'll take a minute and the baby will go, well, it sounds like Mom. It smells like Mom. It tastes like Mom. Guess what? It must be Mom.
The thing about the demos is that there's such a need because kids or even adults have no idea where their food is from and where their clothes come from, and we're no longer an agrarian society, and so we have to educate people as to this stuff.
Thank you so much. This is just all of these things I had no idea about, and it's so great to learn. As you can see around us, we have so many people from North Andover and tons of kids checking out these adorable sheep. One guy is still kind of on the chopping block here to get sheared, so he's looking really fluffy and soft, but we know that's not going to last because, of course, we need to use the wool and need to be educated about where it goes and where it all comes from, right?
And they like to go to the beauty parlor. Yeah. And
don't we all?
Once a year, it's you're quite welcome.
That's awesome. Any last closing fun facts about sheep that we need to know? All right, awesome.
They don't pay well. They don't tip well.
They don't tip well. Well, they look really cute, so we've enjoyed being here. Thank you guys so much for watching.
We're on. We're back on the North Andover Common. I'm Susan from North Andover CAM, and I'm here with Alex, Sarah, and Catherine. And we're going to talk about some of the fun stuff there is to do here on the Common today, and they've been doing some of the stuff. So what did you guys do so far?
So far we've been doing pie eating contests, bike parades, different things like that.
Awesome. And you won the pie eating contest?
Yes.
What was your strategy?
I just sandwich all the food in my mouth.
Oh, nice. How many pies did you eat?
One.
One pie, one big pie, but you ate the most, so you won. Awesome.
Well, it was more about speed.
Oh, okay. So you ate the fastest.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm gonna hand it on to Sarah.
Okay.
Well, I could tell he was going to win. He got a really good start, and he did really well. I'm proud.
Aw.
I just really enjoyed watching Alex. He made me so proud today. And I knew he would win because at home he always finishes the dinner first in the whole family. So it's just really funny, and I knew he would win because of that.
Awesome. And you led the bike parade.
Yeah.
Awesome. How did you wind up in front?
Well, because I had a mountain bike. I bought it yesterday. And it was on the highest gear, so it went the fastest. And I had a siren on it, so when I was coming back, no one would crash into me.
Wow.
And then I had 2 brakes and 6 gears.
Awesome.
Okay.
Have you guys tried any of the food that we have out here today?
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday? Awesome. What did you guys eat?
We ate, so far today, 2 lemonades. Yesterday, 1 lemonade. They're all 3 of them big. Oh no, there's an ant on me.
Oh, it's gone.
Anyway, we went 2.
So we have lemonade out
I
there.
ate 1.5 pizzas out there. We all ate pizza.
Yep, Captain Pizza's out here.
And
there's rice balls over there I saw.
Yeah.
I have a slushie going right now. There's a lot of food to eat out here, and did you guys do the pony rides yet? Do you think you might check those out?
No.
No? Maybe
Maybe,
later?
I don't know.
Thinking I can smell them from here. They're pretty close. They're right over there. They're fun though, they're cute.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get a camera over there later to see them. What else anything else out there that people should know about that they should come down and do?
I suggest the swing ride.
The swing ride?
It throws you to the side of the swing. It's awesome.
And I saw there's a mechanical bull too, right?
Yeah, me and Sarah are probably gonna do that.
Yeah? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think that's all we have right now.
Yep. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
It was fun. Come on down to the Common. We're celebrating the 4th of July, and it's a lot of fun, and you can come on and be on TV. Thank you.
Camera out.
Wow. He's almost done.
You're doing good. You're doing great.
He's doing great. That's good. One of the Berzesi brothers here.
I like his method.
Yeah, he knows how to eat it.
It's not normal.
Don't put those on.
Clean up an aisle too.
You look like an Oompa Loompa.
This gentleman here, he's doing really good. Yes. Takes after his dad. Am I right? Huh? Yep. He's almost done. Almost done. Did an excellent job. You did good.
Oh, wait.
I don't hear any cheering, guys. You know, they need the cheering. Come on, cheer them on. They need a bit of push. You know, it looks easy sitting there eating that pie, but it isn't. Especially when you're rushing with no hands. One more bite. One more little bite. Okay. We have the first place winner right here. First place. You got a second and third coming up. 3, 2, 1.
Well, it's 4th of July. It's pie eating contest. It's the adults right now. We're so excited. One of our very own, Brian Frazier, is competing today. Brian, you watch the kids. Do you have anything that you're going to focus on to make this happen today?
I remember what happened last year. I know my strategy. I haven't seen that strategy yet, so I'm going for my strategy from last year.
All right, we're here 4th of July, Town Common. Jim Fazio is going to MC this event. Okay. We're excited for all these adults. Let's focus on the pie.
Oh yeah, that's my buddy here. All right, now come on, we need cheering when I say go, all right? On your mark. Hands behind the back. On your mark. Get set. Go. Go. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
She's done her first rodeo here today.
Oh yeah, come on.
Oh, there you go.
Come on, let's hear the cheering. Come on, Brian, I know you can do it.
I know.
Oh yeah. It looks so appetizing. Hey guys, would you like some ice cream with that pie?
Brian's doing good. He's got Scott.
Is Oscar almost done again? Is Oscar almost done again? Oh, God. Oscar's almost done again.
Oscar knows how to pace it.
Oh, look at this. Whoa! Good technique. Come on, Rude, let's hit him cheering over here. Hey, Oscar, let's over here. Don't touch. Open. Okay. We got Oscar again.
The defending champion. Keep going.
Keep coming up. We got number 2 over here.
Mike is done?
Oh, might be over here.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I can't tell.
They're still at it. We'll find out.
Second place right here. Second place. We got a third place coming up.
Don't stop. Keep going.
Third place coming up.
Just lick it off the table. Just eat it. Just go.
Yeah, come on, you can do it. I know you can. Relax.
All right.
She needs a wipe.
How's that one looking?
Oh, you got one. Okay.
How about that?
That's done.
That last bite right
All right, we got a third place winner right there. Third place winner.
Here on location for the North Andover Journal. We are on the beautiful town common. It is the 4th of July. It's very breezy right now. It's such a nice day, and we are celebrating Independence Day, of course, with pony rides in North Andover. It's a great tradition here on the common. I'm talking with some of the ladies from Hunter's Haven Farm in Groveland. So, Alyssa, I picked you as my first speaker. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but no pressure. We just want to know a little bit about the farm. So how long have you been working with Jimmy, who you can see behind us, guys, giving pony rides?
I've been working at the barn for about 6 years now.
Awesome. So what got you into it? What has made you so passionate about horses?
My brother used to work there, and I was looking for a job, and he introduced me to the horses, and I fell in love from the start.
That's awesome. And do you have like a favorite part about doing all the rides with the little kids or coming on location?
It's just nice being around the horses.
Very therapeutic. That's okay. It's okay. I put these guys on the spot. We're live, so no reason to feel pressure. We're just relaxing here. So I'll go on to Maeve now that Alyssa has spoken. Thank you. Come on over. So, Maeve, this is so cool. It's such a nice day. How long have you been involved with J-Day?
I've been involved for a couple years now. I am newer to the job, other than not like Alyssa, who's been here for a while.
So Alyssa's a seasoned veteran. So tell me kind of what happens on a daily basis. So if you guys are all working here for Jimmy, you go on location, what are some of the other locations that you've been to, different fairs and stuff like that? What happens when you go there too?
It's pretty hectic. You have to like create lines and get kids on and off, and it's like just stressful because you're walking the pony and making sure they don't freak out with all the kids running up to you.
Right, so they have to remain calm. I'm sure since they're ponies, they're very tame right now, but I'm sure if they get hungry or tired, it can be kind of stressful.
Yes, it can be. When they're tired, they can get really cranky, yeah.
Oh, geez. Has there ever been an experience that you guys have just been completely freaked out by and you're like, I don't know how to handle this?
Yeah. There's this one time, we have this pony named TJ. He's a doll, except for when he gets cranky. When he gets cranky and he gets really hip tricky. And there's this one time where he stepped on this lady's dress and she's falling forward and she pushes into me and I'm like, I can't let this pony spook out. And that's one of my hectic stories.
Well, that's good. So you have to have a lot of composure, right?
Yeah.
So you guys are obviously very good with the horses and the ponies. As you can see here, everybody watching from home, we're so glad that you joined us. So kind of one last tidbit, where can people go to find out some more information if they'd like to either rent ponies for an event or a party? Alyssa's back in the hot seat apparently. Or if they'd like to learn more about Hunter's Haven or Jimmy's services with the horses and ponies. I'm going to have you step up a little bit just because we have a cord. And anybody can speak and let me know the website or where they can go.
I believe the website is huntershavenfarm.com. I cannot remember the phone number.
That's okay. We've got it on the sign. We'll get a good shot of that sign, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try to find a few more people to interview here on the Common. We are wrapping up the day shortly. Again, Morgan Healey for the North Andover Journal. So glad you took the time to tune in, and happy 4th. Hi everyone, Morgan here. We are back and we are live on the North Andover Town Common. I am here with another one of our vendors, Tina, who owns Crafty Creations. As you can see in front of us, she has some beautiful designs, jewelry, accessories, handbags, and even these really cool little eyeglass holders, which I was eyeing for a minute because I have so many pairs of sunglasses and I have reading glasses, and you know they always get so scratched up. So tell me a little bit about your creations.
Okay, well, first I started with the blue jeans handbags, and every one is made from recycled pair of blue jeans. I started with just that, and then I realized I needed more than just the handbags, so then I started making jewelry. And a couple years ago, my granddaughter brought me a bag of sea glass from Cape Cod. Nice. And that's when I started making my sea glass jewelry. And so I do that. I've learned that from lessons online, from reading books and whatever. And I do all the wire wrapping also.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be time consuming. How long does it usually take you? Let's say, do you mind if I pick it up? A pair of earrings?
You can.
So, you know, guys, check this out. Susan, I'm not sure if we can get a good shot of that, but it's so beautiful. It's beautiful sea glass. And as you can see, it's very delicately crafted by hand. Tell me a little bit about, and tell all of us, how you do the wire wrap and maybe how long that takes.
Well, I don't know. It depends on the design. Each design is different. Some you can do quickly, but the thing with the earrings that's very difficult is finding two pieces of sea glass that are quite similar.
I can imagine that's tough.
And once I do that, then I can start thinking about the design, but finding the two pieces, that's time consuming.
Well, it would probably be easier then to make bracelets like this. We have these awesome, I'm going to grab one out of the frame for a second. So this is another example. Oh, and then you have these with the charms on them, which is so cool. So Tina, I'll have you hold that one up and show our audience.
These are called memory
Beautiful.
bracelets.
Memory bracelets. Say that one more time.
And they also have sea glass plus charms on them. And it has no clasp on it. It just pulls out, you put it on, and it goes back to the same shape.
That is so handy. I love that. Memory bracelets are so special. What inspired you to create these?
I don't know. I think I kind of started looking at Alex and Ani jewelry, and from there I thought I could maybe start something like this.
Awesome. Well, I love the idea of sea glass. I love the ocean. It's perfect for the summer. So I see that you have business cards over there. I'd love for you to hold one up to show everybody. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tina from Crafty Creations. And Tina, are you out of North Andover? You live in North Andover? You work from North Andover?
Yes, I do.
All right, so guys, can you see this card? This is her business card. Check it out. Crafty Creations by Tina. It's a very fun card. It's a really fun card. So you can go to, let me see, there's no website, you don't have a website yet, but you just do have an email address. So if you'd like to place an order, and you can catch her at different booths throughout the Common. Will you be at the Fall Festival with the North Andover Merchants this fall?
I don't know. How do I get in touch with those people?
We can put you in touch with them. Our friends at North Andover Merchants Association.
I'm not quite sure yet if I would do that.
I think it'd be great, and people would really love your jewelry, so definitely check it out. Morgan Healey here from the Town Common. Tina, thank you so much for speaking with us. Really appreciate it. Yes, it's been great.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, Morgan Healey here for the North Andover Journal. We are still live on the Town Common, wishing everybody a happy 4th of July. We're sort of wrapping up our day, but we wanted to let everyone watching know that the band is going to be here rocking away until 4 o'clock. We still have a lot of food trucks and different vendors here, so definitely get on down to the Common if you haven't already. We wanted to recap the day. We had some great moments with my co-host, Ron Carpenito, as well as our senior correspondent, Lester Rugg, and the host of Right Now, Gayle Henney. It was great to hear from them earlier, and I just came on now to talk to you guys this afternoon and kind of wrap up our day. We also did some interviews with the vendors. Most recently, I spoke with the pony vendor, which was Jimmy from J&J Pony Rentals, and we also spoke with Tina from Crafty Creations. So we've had a really nice day. The weather's been wonderful. As you can see here, we have this awesome sort of calendar of events that recaps the day. You know, there's been a lot of preparation that goes into our 4th of July festival here in North Andover, a lot of people behind the scenes, so it'd be great to take a moment to thank them. Obviously, we can't thank them all individually. It's a very long list, but all of the vendors, the North Andover Merchants Association, and all the individuals here at North Andover CAM that made today possible. And we're just so happy that you took the time to tune in and join us here. We are live. And be sure to check back for our Fall Festival, which is coming up in September, and obviously watch the Journal on North Andover CAM to learn more about what's going on here in town. And now we're going to toss to a quick package recapping the road race from this morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Morgan Healey.